Good evening, everyone. Well, I thought I'd do a little segment on this one here. This is one of my aviators, and this is weighty. This is a heavy watch, stainless steel. It's model number 28102, and as I said, it's an aviator, and it's got a 50.5 mm case, so it's a thick case. You can see it's 100 meters resistant, and it's an IMQ45 movement, which allows it for a deeper water, higher water resistance. The water resistance is rated at 100 meters on this one, but it could probably go quite a bit deeper than that. So, and of course on the sides here, the battery has wore out. As I said before, we're in a very hot climate here, so probably the battery's drained faster. This was running about a week ago. But yeah, you can see the little airplane on there. It's really kind of cool. I got to change the battery so it'll go around. That's the second arm, and of course you got your stopwatch and your reset. Got your crown right here. It's a flame fusion crystal, Japanese movement. And this is the back side. As it says on there, chronograph, aviator. And I've wore this one quite a bit. So it's very comfortable. The strap is this one is not as supple as the excuse me, as the one last night I did on the Iron Man unisex model, but it's still pretty flexible. It's very durable. So just to give it a little quick how it looks there. But you can see how high it is though. This is hefty. It's a hefty watch. So, but yep, that is it. I was watching a YouTube thing. I subscribed to this guy named Goldfinger. He's in the Philippines, and he was a really fat guy, and he lost like over 100 pounds doing peptides. I was watching his. Ironically, I was watching his show on there. He was doing a podcast as I was having a Burger King Whopper. And they were talking about, him and his host were talking about the importance of losing weight. And there I am stuffing my face with a burger. But they're right. They're really, I'm not sure about the peptides. I don't know if I'd have the guts to do that. I don't like to put a lot of things in my body unless I'm really sure about it. But the fasting part, I think, is something I think would really help. I'm not obese, but you know, I was listening to them and what they're saying. The one man said he had a stroke, and when you get into your 50s and 60s, you really got to start taking care of yourself. You know, it's not a joke. You know. So after watching that and finishing up my burger, I think I'm going to really try to get back on the wagon and try to lose some weight, you know, and kind of get off the junk food and stuff a bit. I've been doing a lot of fast food and processed food lately, and it really is a no-no. So I urge anyone that's getting around even their 40s, you know, 50s, 60s, or older. If you can lose weight, you know, it's really even a couple pounds around the midsection. They say the most dangerous part is your middle section, is your belly. That's where all the diabetes starts and everything. So, you know, I have a specific cloth for this that Invicta gave me, and I haven't found it. I need to look for it. But yeah, you know, as I'm looking at the watches, I like to kind of inject a little bit of a topic into my videos here, you know, and I hope each one that I do has a little bit of importance, you know. Last night was the credit helpers with helps, and tonight is what I had watched about the fasting and the peptides. So over here in a lot of third world countries, they don't look at health the way they're not educated about health the way we are over in the US or Canada or UK, you know, maybe Australia. His host was Australian, and he was really, you could tell he really keeps up on his health, and that's good. But a lot of countries over here, besides Japan and Korea, those are first world countries, but the others are really not, and the education understanding is so little that people literally die of heart attacks and strokes. They can't afford, a lot of them can't afford checkups and you know, the blood work every year just to monitor your numbers and things. And, you know, it's not like, over here it's not like in the US where you can go into a Walmart or a CVS and you can just, even if you don't have your own blood pressure machine, they usually have a machine, you could sit down and try it, you know. They don't really have that sort of thing here. So it's, I think that's why there's a lot of people here that really, they die early, much earlier than they should, you know, because they eat a lot of fried food, they don't keep their numbers up, and that's what it is, you know. A lot of them die in their 40s and 50s, you know, when they could live a lot longer, you know, if you just had the access to really good health and preventatives. But we are kind of blessed as, you know, Americans and Canadians and, you know, from some of the first worlds that even Japan and stuff that we can afford to take care of ourselves, you know. It is important. So anyways, yep, this is my Aviator, or one of them. I have quite a few. I really like this Aviator series, but this is one of them, and there'll be quite a few others that I'm going to go ahead and show. So, alrighty. So, till next. Cheers.